Hello, I'm Matthew Way here. In this video, I'll be reviewing and analyzing Cheaper by the Dozen, the 2022 version that is currently on Disney+. I'll go over some topics I saw in this movie. I'll do a character-by-character description. That's the topics I'll go over. The page is ready for you to help donate to help support the channel. It is now set up. It is not required to do it, but it'll help me if you do it. You'll make it so they can do this and only this down the road if I get enough support. You can also check out my website. I'll leave a link at the bottom of this video. I'll tell you the web address at the end. Thank you for helping me get monetized on YouTube. Now I'll review. The movie starts out with Zoe Baker and Paul Baker narrating the story of their lives, and it takes place in Los Angeles. Paul explains that he started off with Kate, his past wife, who babysits their kids now. As they explain, she comes free, as anyone would not argue with free. Paul tells the viewer that he started his restaurant with it serving all meals. Zoe brought her kids, and she told him that you should not stop serving breakfast after 11 a.m. She told him you should serve breakfast all the time. It does make sense if the viewer thinks about it. Most establishments do not serve breakfast all the time. It makes Paul's restaurant unique in that way. Zoe was a cheerleader who went to USC and dated the football player Dom Clayton. Dom has the body of a football player. He's big and poses like this. Dom decided to work for ESPN in the studio. Not as much traveling, and he does not have to tackle. This makes sense in that he's in his 30s, and his body cannot take any more abuse. As anyone knows, football is an aggressive sport that abuses a person's body. Just think of all the concussion football players have. They also have a lot of knee problems and tend to have a lot of other injuries. Deja is a basketball player and is especially talented and a workhorse. She is Zoe and Don's daughter biologically. She is determined to get to USC on a basketball scholarship. She's an exceptionally good three-point shooter, and she can shoot from anywhere on the court. She is good on defense. Deja told someone later in the movie at her new school, and they moved to this new neighborhood after Paul got an offer from a marketing firm to help sell his sauce. She told the guy that she put up 37 points in her at a game that she had at her old high school, by the way. Ironically, the private school she transferred to, they had her sit on the bench even though she is this talented. This does not make any sense to me. Any good coach puts the best players in and not have them sit on the bench. Ayla is the one who's glued to her phone. She is focused on her image on social media. She fits what current people are doing now. Believe me, I see a lot of people glued to their phones despite their age. It fits with what's going on in society. DJ is DJ's sister and is Zoe and Don's son biologically. JJ is obsessed with comics and loves them. DJ is a nerd in that he is not attracted to sports like his biological father Dom. DJ feels he can relate better to Paul. Paul is an ordinary guy like him. Paul told DJ, you need to find out what the girl is interested in and do that after DJ asked him about girls. He told his biological father Dom, you do not know what I am interested in. Harley is in a wheelchair, and she tends to be a little rough around the edges. She has a fiery and tough personality. She does not want people to feel sorry for her. She is happy when their new house has an elevator that she can use. It makes sense in that people in wheelchairs need ramps to get into cars or buses. Believe me, I would hate to lose the ability to use my legs. I cannot imagine being able to run or take walks on the greenway, or even work in the garden for that matter. It would be easy to take that for granted. Harish is Indian American. He is born here and has no accent. There are idiots who say go back to India. He tells them he's from Echo Park. If you have seen my Boss reviews, you also know that Michael Connelly wrote about Echo Park in his books, and has been mentioned on the Boss series on Amazon. He later gets help from Seth, who teaches him how to handle himself. Harish got in a fight at his new school that is in the rich part of the city of Los Angeles. When I saw this house the family enters in, it reminds me of the house that was seen in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Seth is a kid from the wrong side of the tracks. He reminds me of Michael from Roswell. Michael was one of the 3 aliens that got adopted, and his foster father only kept him around for the monthly check. It is easy to judge Seth in thinking that he is trouble, only because his mother had issues with alcohol or drug abuse. Be careful in not judging his mother for having addiction problems. If you're an addict, it is not a choice. It is a condition or disease. Seth needed people to believe he can be better, and it shows. He was going to steal the money out of the cash register, but he puts it back once Pollenzoid told him he can be better. He just needs someone to believe him, like I said. There are two set of twins that share a bedroom, and their names are Luca, Luna, Bailey, and Bronx. It's not unusual for kids this young to be afraid of monsters being under their bed. It takes that to help them realize you need the right monster spray. It's obvious the monster spray is imaginary, but it takes that for them to deal with their fears. As not to spoil the ending, nothing more will be revealed here. It does bring the viewer to the climax of this story. I give the story a 10 out of 10 rating. I thought it was well done and it showed how a big man like Dom is afraid of being pulled over by the police because of the color of his skin. I liked how it showed how a multiracial family and diverse family can make it work despite their problems. This movie stands on its own. It's not required of the viewer to watch the other adaptations of the previous versions. This is a whole new concept that is different from the other versions Cheaper doesn't. Please consider checking out www.matthewreview.com for written portions of the reviews, as well as the videos being included there as well. If I offer a post for free, expect it to be the YouTube video only. Thank you for understanding. Please support the channel by becoming a Patreon supporter so they will help me do this and only this down the road once I get enough support. Because if I get more funds, I might be able to upgrade some software, and that will be a big help. Thank you. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. Please hit the notification bell to be notified of any videos that come on the channel above this video. Please let me know books, movies, and TV shows. Let me review next in the comment section below. Please share this video with your friends, family, channel to grow. Thank you for all today.